those barricades, and have someone radio the patrols to be on the lookout for stragglers. Some of those bastards got away. I didn't expect another attack so soon. You okay? If this keeps up, we're gonna have to relocate. Come on, help me with this. We're stretched too thin to protect everyone here. Not again.
Get to the waterfront!
That can't be right. Distress code. The coordinates for Washington, D.C. How is this possible?
Get down! Everybody get down! Someone has to stay. We can't just leave these people here. Whatever happened, it needs to be fixed or it's all over. You go! I'll do what I can here. Go!
We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
who can save us then?
Yourselves. You save yourselves. And each other. And the dog.
It's
always
been
save the
7
dog.
months since the outbreak. We still live in fear of the virus, the green poison. The real danger is out there, waiting.
Oh, ooh, ooh. I'm feeling that. Body is sore and stiff. I just realized I'm 46 minutes in and I didn't say my disclaimer. I don't own any of the video. I do not own any of the music. Do not copy strike me. Sorry, copyright strike.
Incoming alert on the SHD emergency channel. Flash priority.
The base of operations is under attack. Hostile forces have breached our southern perimeter. We are in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
Deer. We have a deer. Great, a down Chinook. That can't be good. Is that a shotgun? Why, yes it is. I like shotgun. Shotguns are your friends. Especially when these idiots get close. Do I hit? Oh, yes I do. Oh, cool. I figured out how to use grenades. So it's left on the, if you're using PlayStation, it is left on your D-pad. That turns red. I throw that out there. Bye-bye. Oh look, something shiny. What is it? Oh, wherever it is, I'm taking it. Alright, how did I do that again? That's melee. What is this? Ammo. Awesome. I can't tell which way I'm heading. Or where I'm heading. But I'm going somewhere. Do believe there are enemies ahead.
All government personnel, the White House is under attack. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Really? Now, when I first played this game, cover was very important. If you weren't in cover, you were going to be torn to ribbons. Your body armor didn't regenerate, which kind of pisses me off. No, but killing you guys does.
Heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed this way.
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
That was a tank at first. Fucking newsman. Okay. Where are these idiots? Cause I can't see. And I'd rather not waste my ammo. I got like 2 right in front of me. 1. 2. Pop. Yep, if you're not in cover, you're going to go down.
We got a dead one.
So health still regenerates, that's good. That's how I use armor kit, that's cool. Some things are coming back to me, others are not. Ooh, do excuse me. Well, that's good, because I can't see you. So I'm just gonna blind fire. Hope I hit. How am I carrying 600 rounds of ammo? Well, if you weren't behind cover, I would have hit you. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Let's do it again. Oh, now I see you. Oh, yes. Are you close? No, you're not. Cool. I leveled up. 100 health. That's useless. Gain XP from kills, leveling activities. Inflate activities to level allows you to equip more powerful gear and tackle tougher challenges. Okay, read more. Just because. Okay, so tougher enemies and harder difficulty means more XP. That's good. That's standard. Some activities have level recommendations. Match. Oh, some activities have level recommendations. Match the activity level before you attempt it in order to moderate the difficulty challenge. Leveling allows you to equip higher level gear or higher level equipment, making you more effective against higher level enemies. Okay. Field proficiency caches. Field proficiency caches are awarded every time you level up, and in place of inventory and placed in your inventory in the caches section. They contain a set amount of random items and a chance for a bonus item. Caches need to be opened for the items to be granted. They always award items your level, so remember to open them up as soon as you get them for quick upgrades to your equipment. Okay. Speaking peril. Sweet, I can wear those. I don't know why my character's dancing in the background there, but she's dancing. Right, open up caches, I guess. Wasn't saving for my main guy, but let's do it. Purple smoke, that's good. I got a hat. Yeah, too bad I don't. And a blue one. Another emote? No. Pathfinder pants. Yay, I have found pants. Okay, there we go. I could stop dancing now. Cool. Alrighty, let's see what kind of damage has been done. There's your problem, there's a hole in the fence. And that was a second too late with the fire extinguisher. For timing and scripted events. Good job, but just a half second. Okay. Good. But once again, that little scripted event came in too late. I just heard, get that fire out, the agent's coming. That was a... That should have been said a lot sooner, that one. Try about 2-3 seconds.
Hey, thanks for the help out there. You should check in with Manny, our coordinator. Upstairs in the blue room. And come by here if you ever need help with your tech.
Well, this place is crap.
28, 29, 30. Shit! No response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Visit the stash. Okay, well, I'll get access to that in a minute here. Division coordinator. Alright, time for cutscene.
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions, and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this villainy. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
Awesome, I now have scaled. Okay, that wasn't even 30 seconds.
By the way, Agent, head downstairs and check in with the quartermaster. He can get you set up with some division tech. You're gonna need the edge.
Hey there. Up for learning a new skill?
Itch. Itch, itch, itch. What do I want? The hive is absolutely terrifying to use on enemies. The turret will mop things up. The drone is unbelievably useful. I never used the pulse. Ever. Like, the only reason... in my other character, the only reason I actually started unlocking it was just to unlock it. Like, granted, I know it has some sort of use. Like, it could possibly be useful if you have... It shouldn't rank that high for solo. I'm sorry. It really shouldn't. Because all it does is just give you... just pull up information for it. Scanner places surrounding for hostiles and visually highlights them against the agent's HQ. You already kind of get that when you take your crosshairs and put them over an enemy. It will mark them. Not quite like that, but you'll get a red little tick, and you can follow that little tick all around. Makes this kind of obsolete. This will just continually show them, I think. Deploys location and continually pulses the area for hostiles. Usually highlights them within the agent's HUD. See, now this would be more useful. There are certain enemy types. There is an enemy type called the Black Tusk. This would work well against them because they use the high level. They actually use electronics. Maybe the JTF variant, but I never use it, so. What about the shield? What do I have here? So the bulwark shield provides full body coverage. Bulwark means you can only use sidearm while it's equipped. What's the deflector? Okay, so Crusader. Crusader shield is a lighter shield, allows for a primary weapon to be equipped. While equipped, exposes the agent's legs. So in other words, they can still shoot you in the knees. Reflector shield causes incoming bullets to reflect into nearby highlighted targets with clear line of sight. Oh dear God, that sounds terrifying. Although not full body shield, it lacks a brace, which means only sidearms can be used alongside the shield. Well, look, look at the little demo movie going there. You can just basically aim and use the enemy's own weapons against them. Like, I'm really tempted just because that's kind of cool, and I've never really used a shield before. Firefly is not one of those ones I really use that much. I just kind of messed around with it. Chem launcher. Reinforcer dispenses a cloud of gas which repairs your armor for nearby units. Fire starter. That was a fun one. You launch a sucker, and then a whole cloud of gas comes through, and then you shoot the gas and it explodes. Riot foam. This just pretty much keeps them in place. So this also provides damage over time. Firefly. So, Blinder Firefly blinds enemies that it passes over, causing them unable to function at full combat effectiveness. You blind them. The Buster Fly attaches explosive charges to targets that detonates if two are in close proximity. Oh, damn. So if you have like more than one in a row, I guess. Oh no, this thing flies to them. Demolisher. Firefly damages or destroys enemies' weak points. Skill provides environmental proximity. So what does this thing do? Just flies over to them? So if they're wearing armor, it helps shred their armor. Now this one's a fun one. Just because this thing has kept me going so much. Not even joking you. So we'll start with this, the booster. Stimulates nearby allies, increases their combat effectiveness. You move quicker, you reload quicker, stuff like that, I guess. Reviver, so I can throw this to a downed ally and it will pick them back up for me. Now this is an absolute terror to use on enemies. The Stinger does exactly as it says. So Stinger Hive sends out micro drones that attack and distract nearby enemy targets. You're basically sticking an angry horde of deadly bees on enemies. Like the African honeybees would be proud of this thing. And then follow it around. Restore. Sends out a hive of micro repair drones that expend themselves to repair allies' armor. That has kept me going so much. And for what I've seen, this is one of those things that will keep you going. Now, on my way in to the White House, as we saw, without cover, your armor gets shredded real quick. So that's a problem. But we're going to unlock. So, let's check out the other ones first, just so I can show you. Ooh, Seeker Mines. These things were kind of fun to use. Seeker Mines can be deployed to track down enemies, explode on reaching close enough proximity. Ooh. Oof. So explosive. Airburst. Oh, I don't need that much of a description to know what that means. Airburst Seeker rolls towards its targets and launches an explosive burst into the air on reaching close proximity. So basically this is a bouncing Betty. Now those who don't know what a bouncing Betty is, bouncing Betties are ones where the grenade bounces up and then explodes. Or another name of it would be airburst, but cluster? Oh no. Oh no. Beautiful. Seeker clusters split into smaller seekers that track down enemies, exploding when reaching proximity. So basically, instead of having just one, you have like 3 apparently that roll out and go to individual enemies. Four. Who? Oof. Oof. Paul's cover that drone. So, there's a myriad of things you can do with the drone. Striker. The striker tracks targets and attempts to maintain line of sight while continuously firing at them. This thing's great for nailing down enemy commanders. So what you do is you have the bigger, badder enemy. This lets you. This thing will. What I do is I have this thing focus on them, while I try to mop up the lower ones, which could be a great help. Or the other thing is I can set this to help mop up lower ones, while I focus on the big bad. So this one is Defender. Attempts to deflect incoming bullets from a sonic emitter mounted to the drone. Oh, beneath the drone. This helps, but it doesn't really help. It lasts for about a minute, not even a minute. Bombardier. So it doesn't really need that much of a description, but we'll go for it anyway. Requires an agent to set 2 points, then deploys a payload of miniature explosives between them. The Fixer replenishes allies' armor or can be manually targeted for a specific ally. Now the turret is an absolutely wonderful little thing. And I do mean absolutely wonderful little thing. This thing has saved my rear end so many times it's not even funny. Right, so what ones do I have off the bat? I have the Death Star. I call it that because it has a nice bright red beam. And when you set it to target an enemy, it will do so. The beam will glow bright red, and then it will shoot them in the ass. Pardon my language. Sniper turret fires high caliber rounds at manually selected targets. It has about 3 shots, I think. 3-4 shots. Then there's the incinerator, which is a flamethrower. The only problem with the flamethrower is it's a close range though. But ooh, can it do damage real quick? Because not only does it set them on fire, the fire does continuous damage, and if there's only one there, it will continuously fire. So this sets up a good area of denial too. Or my favorite, just a regular assault turret. Nothing special. But boy, will it shoot up enemies. The assault turret automatically tracks and attacks hostile targets, but this behavior can be manually overridden to target a specific enemy. This is very flexible. So I can use this to prevent them from coming in an area. So for example, if I don't want them coming up behind me, I can set this thing up and they'll have a harder time. Certain enemies will flat out destroy turrets when they see them. So, but for now, let's go with the restorative hive. Just because I know that one and I know that was going to keep me going. Yes, yes. I probably shouldn't have skipped that, but
Bye.
bye to you too.
Come over here, Agent. Take a look at what I've got for you.
Okay, strongholds. DC with enemy factions. I have main footholds, 3 strongholds, weaker to factions, so they can take down their strongholds, restore some order and hope to the city. Next, settlements, theater settlement.